Here we go, guys. Hoops here with another video. Yeah, look at this. I've got my Lazy Days Ahead t-shirt on. And what I'm going to do today is, there's going to be a few videos today, so just keep an eye out on my channel for some new ones coming up. I'm going to do Crazy Ed's barbecue cook-off later on, but at the moment we're going to make some beef jerky. So I've got some steak and a whole bunch of spices, and we're going to do a few different varieties of them. We'll put them in the dehydrator, and I'll show you how I make my beef jerky. So stick around, I'll roll the intro. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Go check out Lazy Days Ahead, and we'll see you guys very shortly. Alrighty guys, welcome back. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to do some dehydrated meat, so beef jerky. So I've got these already, I actually cut them up already, but when you buy them from the shop, it's actually just sandwich steak, this one is, and sizzle steak is those pieces there. I really enjoy my spicy foods and chilies and stuff like that. And if you haven't watched the Vegemite challenge I did with Ridge Life actually this morning, go and check out Ridge Life and check out what I did with my Vegemite on toast this morning. I actually sprinkled it and covered it in my my home famous Flaming Hot chili powder. So this chili powder here has actually got ghost peppers, it's got the Carolina Reaper, and it's got scorpion chilies dehydrated and basically turned it into a powder. So I'm going to sprinkle all over these and get as much of that in as I can, and we'll go from there. But what ingredients I've got is just a bit of olive oil, just spray oil, just so it sticks a bit better. I've got some crushed chili, hot dried chili flakes, so that's the actual seeds and things like that. I've got obviously my Flaming Hot, and then we're either just going to use a bit of chippy salt and just normal salt. We'll give these a quick little spray, just like so. Might go with the chili powders on here first, and then what I'll do is I'll pat it all in once these ones are on, and then we'll sprinkle over with the other stuff. And then what I'm going to be doing is flipping it all over and doing exactly the same on the other side. Like I said, I like them spicy, so I want to get as much of this nice hot spice. Anyway, we'll pat all this in now. Hopefully it will stick to it when I flip it over. It's actually sticking really nicely, in fact, so that's great. That's definitely going to cook beautiful on there. Probably might roll these before I do it actually, just so we can get all these. Look at that, perfect. That's cleaned up that board as well, and then what I'll do is I'll add another coat of it on the other side, of the side that didn't really get much on it. But yeah, we'll give this one more chili powder coat, and then we'll go on with all the rest of the ingredients. It just smells amazing already. I haven't even done anything to it. Right, lay these out again. Might actually keep them all tucked up nice and tight like this, so that way it'll sprinkle on evenly and I won't have to worry about the board so much. Beautiful. Right, now with the kicker. Like I said, Flaming Hot chili, all those really hot spices that I was telling you about that I put in this. This stuff is super hot. You can just smell it in the air as it's coming out. It's so spicy. So that's what I want these ones to be, like super hot. That you have just a couple pieces with a beer or something like that. And yeah, amazing. Oh yeah. Alright, a bit of chippy salt now. Bit of the onion powder. And the chipotle. which is also another spicy flavour. Right, pat all that down. I'm going to flip it all over. Flame it up. Oh yeah, this is going to be super hot. Beautiful. Right, what I'm going to do is set this one aside in the bag. Alright, so we've got the first batch done there, which was the Flaming Hot. And this one we're going to do another chili one, because I want to try and make one that maybe the rest of the family might enjoy. But we'll do a little bit of chili chipotle, but then salt it up. So I'll do exactly the same way as I did the last one. Just give it a spritz with that. I'm just going to make this one really quick. Just salt. And like I said, not as much spice on it this time. Just a tad. Just so that way the family doesn't die from a chili. Chili overdose. Chipotle. We all like chipotle, so I don't think they're gonna care that it's got chipotle on it. It'll add a little bit of a zing to it. But we're not going to go stupid with it and just do like copious amounts, but yep, that should be pretty good. And the onion powder, which always seems to be a nice little touch of flavour and helps to dry it out. Right. Adding them in. And then I've just got to add the chili powder, chili flakes, just a small amount for this one. Should be good. Give it a pat, clean the board up, get all those spices on there. Give them a good roll around. Beautiful. I'll chuck that into another bag. Now that's our second one, so it's not so flaming hot. And our last one was a bigger batch, but I might actually try a few different wetter ingredients and see how we go, like a marinade, and try them that way. And then when we go to put them in the dehydrator, we'll put them ones on the bottom and then the dry herbs on the top. Cool, back in a minute. Okay, we're back. So the last one I did the non-flaming chili, not so flaming hot, and then we got flaming hot, and this one will have a little bit of chili, but it's going to be more of a wet sauce one. So we've got a whole bunch of sauces which we're going to use tonight for our Crazy Ed's barbecue cook-off. But I've got hoisin sauce, no idea what that even is, but we'll give it a go. We've got a bit of soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce. We won't use the balsamic vinegar, and then we'll just use a variety of spices. But yeah, what I'll do is the same sort of deal. We'll go with the chicken salt all over it just to spice up the meat, give it that saltiness to it. The soy sauce is probably going to give it that as well, but yep. And we'll do the little bit of chipotle again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one all into a bag, and then these will sit in the bag and marinate a little bit, just for a little bit, not very long, because I don't want to. I want to get these in straight away into the dehydrator. We'll do a little bit of, just making a mess everywhere. Wife loves it when I cook for her. So that's got a bit of a zinger to it, but I think once the sauces and everything else is on there, that'll be fine. Okay, and a bit of the onion powder. Right, what we're going to do now is just clean up the board, roll these around each other. I'm not going to do the other side because this is all going to probably come off in amongst all the sauce anyway, but I'm not going to make a huge amount of sauce, so that way these will definitely get their amount on there, and then that's all I need. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. Keep them all bunched up together. I'll wash my hands. Okay, I've got my bowl here. And now this isn't a recipe, guys, so you can't just follow along at home. You can make this up yourself, however you want to do it. So I'm just going to go bloop, 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 and do it my way. So, yep. There we go. That's just really nice. I just tasted a bit on my finger, my fork. It's really good. So we're just going to go bloop, bloop. That much is plenty. Sweet, we're just going to do a small amount. What about the Worcestershire? I'm going to put it in anyway, but I don't think that's going to be a very nice addition to it, but hey, you never know. And I'm not going to do the honey. I'll actually use a bit of our original bullseye, which is what we use to smoke our meats in with the kids' meals. So just use a tiny bit of that. And I think, honestly, you can see how much is in the bowl. There's only a tiny bit. I'm thinking that's going to be more than enough. So I'll give that a quick stir. Blend them all together. Yeah, it smells amazing. I think even with that Worcestershire sauce in there, that's pretty good. What I'll do is I'll put all my meats into this one, and we'll be able to tell the difference. Yellow was flaming hot, blue with no sauce was the not so flaming hot, and then this one will be the saucy one. There's quite a fair bit of this meat too. Now that's the plan, is to do it there, and then we're going to try and see if we can get all this sauce as much as I can and get it in there. Like I said, you don't want it too saucy because then it's got to dehydrate. So with extra juice on it, it's going to take a lot longer to dehydrate, and I don't want to be sitting around waiting for 27 hours for it to finish. I think that will suffice. So now all I'm going to do is just spin it all through it, coat it as much as I can. Take a bit of the air out. Yep, just like that. Just rub it through the meats. And that's actually probably perfect, to be honest. It's not really juicy, but it's absorbed into that meat, so that'll be perfect. All right, we'll come back to you in a minute, and I'll set up the dehydrator, and we'll get all this cooking. Alrighty, here we go. So we got our dehydrator. It's an old one, but it's a good one. So it's a Sunbeam, and it's got 3 speeds. So I'm guessing we just chuck it on the 3rd one. It's been ages since I did it. I normally do like my chilies and stuff like that in here. So you got your bottom base, and then your first shelf, which we will do the, like I said, the marinated meat. So any of the juice from this will drop through and fall into the bottom. So that'll be fine. And we've got quite a few racks. So if this doesn't all fit on it, you've got to space them out pretty good. We'll go from there. But yep, we can put another rack on. If you want to space them out a bit, like I said, get the heat all the way around it. and these will shrink considerably, so we're all good there. You want to lay them out nice and flat as well. And yep, we are definitely going to need another rack there, which is okay. I'm fine with that. But we can space them out a little bit closer. But you do want them, like I said, reasonably spaced apart so all the air can blow in and around them. Marvellous. Another rack, line her up. There we go, beautiful. So that's all of those marinated ones. Okay, so the next step down will be the other dry ones. We've still got 1, 2, 3 racks, so we might be lucky. But I noticed I got a lot more on that one by doing it this way, so I might try and get them to. And this was, I think there was more in this one than there was in that first bag, so I think we should be sweet, hopefully. Oh, it's going to come close. Great, flaming hot. Half side over here is going to be flaming hot, and the other half isn't. So I think you can tell. I think by the amount of chili that's on it, you should be able to see. Maybe before we do that, we fill up this rack, and then see if we can fit it all on this rack first. Oh, you can smell it, man. Yeah. Oh, look at that. So we got 1.5 of our not so flaming hot, and then not so flaming hot. Then we got our flaming hot. Right, so then basically this one then goes on the top like so, and then it's just a matter of turning it on. So we got it on 3, and we'll give it a few hours, and then we'll see what it's looking like. All right, just a quick update. They've been in there for, I think, what, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've been in there about 7 hours, I believe, and they're starting to get there. They've still got a lot of moisture in them, so they're still a little bit flexible. So, yep, I'll keep an eye on them. And I did taste test a little piece of it before, and man, it was absolutely delicious. So, yeah, and I've labelled them now so I know mild, the 2 marinated ones, another mild one, and the really, really hot ones. Surprisingly enough, the hot ones weren't very tasty. The marinated ones were actually the ones that I liked. But they're spicy, the hot ones, so we'll see how that pans out once they're dried. Maybe they'll taste a bit better, but yep, we'll give it about another 4 or 5 hours and see how they turn out. Alrighty guys, there we go. So we've got our marinated ones, we've got our really hot, spicy, flaming hot jerky. We've got our other ones, just the mild, not so flaming hot. And yep, I think they are all pretty good. They've had about at least 12 hours, and I'll give it a quick little taste test on video. And this is the flaming hot one. Yep. It's kicking in. It's definitely got some heat to it. I think my favourite one is the marinated one, so I'll try a little bit of this one. Yeah, so that's just got that
It doesn't just taste like meat, it's got some flavor to it, and the chilies, whereas the Flaming Hot chili one, it just tastes like peppers. But that's cool, I like it. I just like the marinated one better, so next time I might marinate them first and then hit them with a Flaming Hot chili powder over the top. But yeah, that was really good. So yeah, I hope you guys can go out there and start making yourself some, come up with a crazy recipe, maybe share it with me, and I'll replicate it and do a video on that. But thanks guys for watching. Peace out. Stay moist.